guys, today I'm filming my long overdue comparison of these two, the Naked 2 by Urban Decay and the Undress Me 2 by MUA. First of all, this is an amazing quality palette. I think it's £4 and you get every single shade basically that you do in the Urban Decay version. This is the palette and this is the original, the Naked 2. Oh my god, one of the shadows fell out. And we just had our carpet cleaned, that's not ideal. Okay, so, you know, this is it. I don't want to do it anymore. So it does match it. Every single shade has got a dupe in this palette, but it's not as good quality. Obviously, you get what you pay for. I don't think that these shadows are a patch on Urban Decay's. I would buy the Urban Decay one again in a heartbeat. However, I do prefer my Naked one. Kind of, I know I'll get questions about that if I buy one or the other. If I lost the Naked 2, I don't think I'd go out of my way to buy it again because I don't use it as much as my original Naked palette. If I lost my Naked palette, I would definitely spend the money to buy it again rather than finding kind of a cheaper dupe. I'm absolutely happy to pay for amazing quality eyeshadow palettes that I will use for years. So that's how I feel about that. But I know that lots of you want to know what these are like. So I've swatched them all side by side so you can see them. I don't think this is quite as good a dupe as the original one. The quality doesn't seem as good. It doesn't seem as pigmented as the original Undress Me palette. I've already swatched all of the Urban Decay ones on my arm, but you'll see now I'll just kind of run through what shades we've got left to right in the Naked 2 palette. We've got Foxy, Half Baked, Booty Call, Chopper, Tease, Snakebite, Suspect, Pistol, Verve, YDK, Busted and Blackout. And in the MUA one, with the swatches, we have Naked, Devotion, Shy, Fiery, Lavish, Dreamy, Tranquil, Exposed, Reveal, Wink, Obsessed, and Corrupt. So as you can see, some of these are better than others. I would say that some of the metallic ones are fantastic. The equivalent of Smog I really like. I mean, Smog is one of my favourite eyeshadows of all time. I think that's a really good dupe for it. The metallic ones are very good. Mattes aren't so good, and the black is kind of, well, this pale one, to be fair, even in the Urban Decay, the Foxy colour is barely worth having anyway. But I don't know. It just depends on what you're looking for. I think that if you just like the metallic ones, go for this. It's a very good quality palette. However, if you're just looking for kind of a few metallic shades, the single eyeshadows from MUA are 100% better quality than the palettes. And so if you're kind of looking at this and thinking, well, I'll probably only use a handful of them anyway, get the single shadows. If you can find what you want from the individuals, then get those. In my opinion, they are a lot better. I do like the palettes. I like that you can get kind of a palette full of colours for not very much money. But for me, if I'm using kind of staple colours, I would rather pay a little bit more for my everydays, and then I'd rather buy a palette like this that's full of colours that I might not use very often. Kind of like the Disco Ball palette or one of those, you know, one that's like brights. And that's what I like Sleek for, etc. I don't know, I'm happy to pay that extra money for something that I use every single day that I know works. But I know that lots of you were hoping that this was going to be a perfect dupe. It's really good. And for the money, it's definitely worth a go, but I will tell you that I would spend the money on the Urban Decay one. That's all I'm gonna say. So I hope that was informative. I hope you kind of got what you needed to from the swatches. I know that some of the swatches along the lines kind of went a bit, I wasn't quite in focus and stuff, so I have got a swatch post on my blog, which I'll link below as well. But yeah, I hope that you don't mind that I don't love this. I know that you guys liked the last review because I was really pleased with it, but I don't think this is quite as good a dupe. And I do think that, I don't know, it's all about affordability. You know, if £4 is the maximum you can spend on eyeshadows, then yeah, go for it. But if you have got more money to spend, my Naked palette will last me so long. I've had it for like nearly 3 years now, maybe. That'll be coming up for 3 years, I think, in September, because I got it as soon as it launched, and I've not hit pan on anything, and I use it almost every day. I love it. I used it today, actually. But I will use this maybe in a tutorial coming up, because I really want to use them and see how I feel when they're kind of on primed eyes, etc. Maybe I'll feel differently, but for right now, that's how I feel, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!